tall on your feet. Later make up the difference. Toss and turn in your sleep. Family, I know you miss them. Tripped and rock from the streets. Starting to get the picture. Fight for your life to feed. Watch how you turn out winning. This shit just easy me. I pray to God.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Godly Potential YouTube channel. Before I dive into the video, let me just cleanse the space really quick. This is a thinking mode. Cool. Let's get into the video. So, I just came out of a meditation. Before I went to sleep last night, the thought or the topic, this video kept popping in my head. It's the topic of healing the inner child. Why is this topic been popping in my head? Maybe because I've been looking into healing traumas, meditations. I did pretty much not a past life regression, but a younger self regression, you can say. And I went back to the childhood. And so it's reminding me of previous times where I would go back into my memory bank and analyze and assess and heal certain past issues. So as I was meditating, the saying that kept popping into my head was, "You heal the boy and the man appears." Once you heal the boy, the man appears. And then I kept getting this image that basically what's going on is us as adults. Basically, a bunch of us are just that little child that never grew up. It's basically as if the child or your inner child went through some trying shit, right? And they just pretty much curled into a ball, pretty much sitting on the floor, curled into a ball, rocking back and forth. This is the image I'm getting. And pretty much they're clinging on to that moment in time, which is preventing them from standing up forward and growing to become an adult. So that's the that's the image that kept popping into my head during the meditation. So I decided I should speak on it. How to heal the inner child. You know, growing up, for me was pretty sure some of you got a similar story, but I'm just going to give it from my point of view, right? My perspective. I can recall clearly being a kid, being a child, going to sleep, be it a school night or a weekend, didn't really matter. I remember going to sleep, getting woken up by just loud yelling, doors slamming, stuff breaking, things crashing to the floor, engines revving, my siblings confused, trying to separate two individuals. I remember just feeling confusion, sadness, angst, and just terror as well. Cause not sure what was going to happen or what was going to be the result of all this. What I'm explaining is, I remember getting woke up many a times from my parents just, going at it. just going at each other's throat, right? Going at each other's neck. Looking back on those experiences, what I have come to discover is that inner child, that younger version of myself, what he lacked is basically who I'm becoming now. And I believe that a lot of us are doing that. A lot of us should do that. So, growing up, experiencing that confusion, that uncertainty, that fear, and just that helpless feeling, right? Too small to do anything. I've grown up to be what I view as strength. Like, one of my mottos is, one of my values or virtues, whatever it is I want strength within the mind, within the spirit, within the body, within the emotions. Strength is one of my main goals. Okay? Why? Because as a little kid, as a child, I lacked strength. Now I look for stability within myself. I want to be rooted like an oak tree or like a mountain, unwavering, right? Like the depths of the ocean. It may be crashing up top, but down low it's calm waters. Because that inner child, that childhood version of me, did not have that. He wanted that. He needed that. Okay? As well as all those other things. So, that is what I'm starting to realize that, excuse me, this mustache here. That a lot of us, some of us are clinging on to those experiences, and it's not allowing that inner child to heal, to become that adult, right? That man or that woman. And a lot of us are pretty much becoming the person that our younger self needed. If you're not becoming that person, I would suggest becoming that person in a healthy manner, okay? Because it can be unhealthy. It can manifest in unhealthy ways. But if you become that person in a healthy manner, I feel like it's going to be more beneficial to this step that I'm about to talk about. This step is to basically, you need to travel back in your timeline, back in your memory bank, to those incidences where you felt those lower states, right? Those issues of those events of trauma that pretty much keep popping into your memory, or you can easily access, because it is my opinion that the ones that are easily accessible are the ones that are affecting you the most, right? You can't really think of what you ate for breakfast in, 1997, right? On October 3rd. But it's in your subconscious mind. You just can't remember because it's of little importance to you, right? It wasn't a big event. But you can remember the day when this happened, or the day when this traumatic event happened. Why? Because for one, it's traumatic and it pretty much scarred you, as well as it's a life-altering event. So it's more easily accessible. So what you're going to do is travel back into that time. See yourself after that event has happened. Go to yourself. Being the version of you are now. Go to your younger self. Pretty much representing everything that the younger self wanted. You go to them and you tell yourself what you would have liked to hear. You do to yourself, hug them or whatever. You give that younger version of you what you wanted at that time. Being the person that you are today. Okay. That's one of the first things that I would suggest. Okay. The second thing is, not only is that the inner child, but the inner child is also that part of you that wants to fully express themselves, that curious part of themselves, that fearless or courageous part of themselves, that outspoken part, right? That's the one that wants to do those silly things, those whimsical things that we like to call today, the things that aren't pretty much the things that won't make a good career out of you, per se. That artistic part of you. What you want to do here is begin to express some of those things, right? If you want to play out in the rain, right? Deep down you want to play out in the rain, but then another part of you is like, no, I can't do that. No, my clothes will get wet, or I'll check mud in the house, or whatever. That is like that inner child versus this version of you, this version that cares about what society thinks, this version that cares about what others think, judgment. Okay, begin to express what that inner child wants, those silly things, those playful things. Begin to express that. Okay, explore your curiosity more. Okay, as well as go to your inner self. Okay, I mean your inner child, and say, for me, for instance, Brian, I am sorry that ... Okay, and keep doing it until you come up. Brian, I'm sorry that ... Brian, today I vow to listen to you more. I vow to have more fun because that is what you need. I've suppressed you for so long. And you begin to go through this process of healing, right? And basically, the vision I get is that child that's crouched down begins to stand up. He's first just looking up. Hands are more relaxed. Places his hand on the ground to stand up. He stands up, he's looking at you. His arms are crossed. And he uncrosses them. He becomes more open. Then that curiosity begins to come out. A big smile on his face because he's excited about what's going to happen. He's like a little kid that's sad, right? You say, come on, man. Get up, champ. Let's go get some ice cream. Let's go play basketball, whatever. Instantly, that child becomes more alive. Just by you doing this activity or speaking life into them. Okay? Because a lot of us, we grew up pretty much, some of us grew up in a culture where it's like the child is to be heard, not sing, right? Or reverse, child is to be seen, not heard. Basically, I don't care about what you're talking about, basically. A lot of us take that on. Okay? Or it's just shunned by the peers that we grew up with. And we stop listening to the inner child. But the boy has to be healed for the man to appear. So begin this process by becoming the person that your inner child wanted. Okay? Travel back in time. Present to them the creation from this origin. Go back to them. shield them of anything, any bullshit that's going on. So I would go to myself after these events where my parents would be going at each other's throat, when I'm in my fucking room and I'm just laying there just wondering, like, just this anxiety feeling, just these shitty thoughts. I would come to myself, I would sit on the bed next to him, say, Brian, I am your future self. I am the adult you. It is true that these events are shaping you, but I'm here to tell you that everything's going to be okay. You're going to survive. Everything is for a reason. These events are making you a better person. I know it's crazy as it sounds. I know adults are weird. I know. But you're becoming strong, becoming grounded, unwavering, unfuckwittable, right? It's developing drive, and it makes you want to grab your autonomy. Basically, makes you want to control your life, so you can do the things that you enjoy doing for a living. And I just talk to myself, right? I begin to heal myself. And then, doing that, I noticed that the inner child starts to be more active within me. So now I want to do silly shit, right? I want to be more artistic. I want to be more expressive. So I do that. Quit suppressing and begin expressing, to let that inner child out. You would know that, like I said, the little visual, the little boy would begin to look up and he would begin to start growing. And then before you know it, you'd be standing face to face with yourself, because the inner child has grown up, right? But you will still have that childlikeness to you. You won't be childish, but you will have a childlike side. That side of you that can come out when you're interacting with little kids, or like puppies or animals or something, right? Begin to heal. So begin to rebuild the culture, these nations, the narrative. But that is the process that I go through to heal my inner child. Hope that it helps. Give it a try. What do you got to lose? All right. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe for more. If you got any suggestions, any topics, any comments, be sure to leave in the comment section. Or you can email me at mygollypotential@gmail.com. Share the video if you feel like you can help others. Thumbs it up for you, boy. But until next time, I'm out.
Tall on your feet, later make up the difference. Toss and turn in your sleep. Family, I know you miss it. Tripped and rock from the streets. Starting to get the picture. Fight for your life to feed. Watch how you turn out winning. This shit just easy me. I play the cards.